So this month I'm in Barbados. There are a few things in life that symbolize luxury and yet are absolutely free. Now, sitting underneath a coconut tree on a tropical island is probably the best one of those, whether you have zero money or $1 billion. And of course, the feeling will be the same whether you have zero money or $1 billion. But what I'd like to talk to you about today is the different mindset of a billionaire, especially pertaining to something that I hear internet gurus speaking about all the time, which is...
I refer to this process as eat that frog.
Brian Tracy says eat that frog.
Eat that frog.
Eat that frog.
But of course this isn't Brian Tracy's idea at all. Well, at least Cody Sanchez makes sure that she references the correct
that's going to move the
person
needle
for
as
the
opposed to the
quote.
sugary treat that you're going to wish you didn't have. There's a Mark Twain quote that I love, and it says, if you have to eat a frog, eat him in the morning. If you have to eat two, eat the big one first. And the idea behind this is to do the awful things you don't want to do first, because it turns out if you do the hard things first, everything else seems a whole lot easier.
Now, eat the frog is, to be fair, good advice. Simply put, all it means is do the job that's most difficult. Do the job you're putting off the most first, before you do all your other tasks of the day. Now, I'll be honest, I think this is fantastic advice for the average person working as an employee or maybe running a small to medium-sized company. But having looked after the richest people in the world for the last 24 years, I can tell you that billionaires do not eat the frog. Billionaires, quite simply, pay someone else to eat the frog for them. I'll never forget one time when I was looking after an incredibly rich Abu Dhabi billionaire. And he was asking me about the martial arts that I trained in. And I was happily telling him about Kung Fu and Aikido and the other things I've done. And he said to me, do you know that we have a martial art here in Abu Dhabi? I genuinely didn't. I'd never heard of such a thing. I thought this sounded very exciting. I was expecting some sort of ancient Arabic sword fighting or something along those lines. So I asked him, I said, so what's this martial art? He said, tell me more about this martial art. He said, we call it pay someone else to fight for us. Of course, he was joking, but then he also wasn't joking. And this is a billionaire mindset. If there's something that they don't want to do, or something that they think there could be a better use of their time, more than happy to pay someone else to do it for them. And actually, for any business person, this is probably really good advice. Think about how much your time is worth. Is your time more valuable than the task that you're occupying your time to do? So let's take maybe it's an extreme example, but just to highlight a point. Let's say your office needs cleaning. Now, is that a good use of your time? Or would you be better off concentrating on your business and paying someone else to clean your office? Now, with this example, most people will probably say, pay someone else to do it. But funny enough, when it comes to other skills, things like marketing, things like graphic design, people tend to think, oh, I'm just going to do it myself. Which is especially ironic when you consider how much better someone who is a professional at those roles would be than you. This is why billionaires employ butlers. A lot of people say, well, how come someone who's intelligent enough to run a £1 billion company can't work out how to pay their own household bills, or make sure their meals are on time, or make sure their cars are taxed. It's not that they can't do it, it's that quite frankly they've got better things to do. Their time is more valuable. One meeting that they attend could bring them in millions of dollars. So why would they miss a meeting because they were busy working out what the best supplier for their gas is? No, of course it makes a lot more sense to pay a butler to do that role for them. Firstly, it will be done much better because the butler will do it with a great more care and attention than they would. And secondly, the principal can take their time doing something more important. Or maybe just something they want to do more, like sit on the beach under a palm tree.
I hope you enjoyed this video. Today I also dropped another video on the difference between hospitality and service. Now that one I've only launched for my channel members. So if you'd like to watch videos and get to watch other videos before anyone else, please have a look at joining the channel for some exclusive content. Thanks very much. Look forward to seeing you in the next video. Bye bye.